Hey, welcome back. My name is Chad. This video we're going to take another look at the Lee APP and see about depriming some 9mm brass. Had somebody wanted to see how the upgraded system works with some pistol brass, and truth be told, I got rained out for going out to my range and practicing my PRS skills that I wanted to work on this weekend. So now we'll just move inside and set this up and see what we can learn here. Okay, so obviously this is the Lee APP. If you see my other video on it, I showed how this 6-tube system is all set up and functioning. Go check out that video if you want to see anything additional about this. And overall, it is a really cool system that can really help you save a lot of time. But that video I was running 556 223 brass. So this time I want to take a look at a few things, and first we're going to pop this spring off here and see if we can't figure out the trick to make this a little less walk around and see if it'll function a little better with one of the fixes that I learned. So one of the downsides, this spring tends to bend in an inconvenient way. So one thing that I had been told is to take one of the like aerosol can straws and stick it up inside here, and that should give it a little more stiffness and keep it from bending and preventing the slider from sliding. So let's see if this works. So we'll just get a bit of a measurement here. Then we're just going to snip off the end of it. That went flying across the room. We ain't going to bother with that now. And then I think we'll just slide it up inside here. And that does fit pretty nicely. So, like I said, in theory, that will help to keep this from bending around on me and let it stay put, but it'll still be able to extend out like a spring is supposed to. So, to do this for 9mm, I don't want to change the height on this, but we do need to swap out our drop tube. So the way this system works is you have the main tubes here, and to change calibers, you will slide this guy out, and you've got different tubes. That was my 223 556 tube. This is for 9mm. I've also got one for 308 Win, which also fits 6 Creedmoor, which is what I use, and 6.5 Creedmoor, but that would all use this tube. So as you can see, once that slides in, we're too low here. So we'll just pop this top off, and then we'll use the shortest one we've got here. So we get that guy situated down in there, get him lined up with the grooves, slide back so he's popped in. Then we'll just slide him back on here. I did also take some Hornady One-Shot and like lube this up. I'm hoping that helps with my issues that I used to have sliding. So that, whew, close, but I think we're going to be good there. And you can see that tube, or that aerosol tube is sticking out there. So I want to get him up inside. Okay, so we want to make sure that our spring is staying put and everything's moving freely. So that looks pretty good. Open, close. Okay, let's dump some brass and see what we can do here. Okay, so you can see that collator up here. And what hopefully is going to work here is I've got this big tub of cleaned brass. I'm going to try and just knock a couple pieces in here, because I'm afraid if I try to pour it, it's going to make a complete disaster mess. I do see some of these guys flopping in here upside down. So I'm noticing that I've got a couple upside down here, and I think that is probably because I forgot to swap out the top piece here. Okay, so we're going to leave that in as an example of what not to do. As you can see, I've got a couple that went in mouth side down, so obviously we want them from the base down. So I've got to swap out the top here. So I had it with the like 308 and 223 top piece. So we're going to swap that over with the 9mm correct one and see if we can do this a little better. These just fit on this top collator, and just tighten them down and reattach the tube adapters, and we'll be good to go. Okay, so we got the right adapter on here. See if we can get these all lined back up. So far looking good. Looking good now. Definitely makes a difference using the correct adapter. Okay, so you can see they all drop nicely. Take a look here. You can see they are all right side up this time, so we did good there. So I did raise this up just a little bit so I get a little more clearance right here. I was rubbing just a bit on the drop tube, but I think we're in good shape now. So let's see if the spring holds and see if everything works out right. Let's give this a go now. So it looks like everything's holding. May need to adjust a little more right there. It's kind of catching on the slider. But I mean, that's running as fast as I can run my arm. Let's take a look at it from the other direction here. My arm's going to be in the way, but hopefully you can see what's happening here. And that's the last one there. New tube. Oops, oops, oops. That was a bad move on my part there. I didn't fully stroke that down. So there is such a thing as going too fast. Obviously I didn't get that one. I'm trying not to fling my elbow into the camera, so I'm doing this a little bit awkward. And there's all of that tube. Jump it over. that you can run as fast as you can run your arm. Pretty awesome. So like I said, I made a little adjustment here, just raised it up just a hair, give it a little more clearance so it could slide freely. Then obviously I had to change the adapter at the top here. So I initially had this one in, and that is for 223, 308. This would be the one I'm going to mainly use, and I didn't remember to swap that out. But as you can see, when you do not have the correct adapter in, it will drop some in upside down, the wrong direction that you want them. But when using the correct adapter, everything works out pretty nicely. Hey, so as you can see, even running pistol ammo, that thing can run pretty quick. Thirsty. Hey, don't forget, try some Coffee Brand coffee. It's good stuff, and there is a link down below with the discount code, and helps me out, helps out the channel. I'd really appreciate if anybody out there give a look, try some of the Coffee Brand coffee. They've got coffee, tea, cocoa, snacks. We're going to be giving away some here pretty soon when I do my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and that's coming up very soon. I really appreciate everybody that has subscribed to my channel and is following along. You guys are awesome, every single one of y'all out there. So as you can see, with the 6-tube upgraded Lee APP system that I have, you just swap the tube, and remember to swap the collator, and off and running, switching from 223 to 9mm. And as you can see, by me running it, I can run it as fast as I can move my arm. I was trying not to elbow the camera, so I had a little bit of a awkward angle there. So I might even be able to go faster than that, but I'm very impressed with how quickly that can run through. And we've got a whole bunch now of deprimed 9mm brass, and we'll get started on some of that here. If you want to see some loading stuff on 9mm, make sure to drop that down below. I'd really appreciate any comments you guys have. I haven't even showed off my Hornady 5 station over there with all the stuff I have set up with it. So if you want some of that, make sure you're subscribed, follow along, and leave me a comment. Let me know if you want to see that. And as you saw, I did not have any spring issues. So the aerosol straw trick, I can vouch for that. It totally works. If you're having spring wobbly issues where it's jumping off and not running the slider properly, this is a legitimate fix. So cut yourself a piece of this down, pop it up inside that spring, and you'll be off to the races. Very, very happy with that. Thank you to every single one of you guys that suggested that. Obviously, it's a fix that works. We've tested it and shown it. I'm happy. Well, I think that's all we got for this one. Just another look at my Lee APP with the upgraded tube system and everything that is offered. This is available for sale over on eBay. Jason is a really good dude, and he's happy to help you guys get hooked up with this. If you want to check it out more, go look at my other video. I'll have that linked in the description. It shows me getting this unboxed, setting it up, and running it with some 223. And I'm very happy with it. Every time I have used it, it works phenomenally well. Just got to make sure, get everything adjusted just right. And once you're set, boom, you're off to the races and running. Super awesome system. I really like that it expands the amount that I can have in one filling of the tubes, and how fast I can run and just keep moving along and processing brass. I'm all about trying to save time wherever possible. Hey, I hope you had a good time with this little video, taking a look at the Lee APP running on some pistol brass this time. Let me know if you want to see anything else with it. I will show off when I get to depriming my 6 Creedmoor before we anneal and size and clean all of that stuff up on my next loading. So make sure you're subscribed. Don't want to miss anything. We've got some cool stuff coming up, and I want to show that to every single one of you guys. So once again, thank you very much. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.